Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you guys are having a good day to start with. And so I guess we shall just get started here. I'm going to press play, and if you guys want to press play, we can do it together and get going. Dancing into the unknown legacy. Dun 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 dun. I activate my legacy of Middle Eastern dance performance practice. Not just performing, but also preparing for performing, that thrives in unknown and unpredictable landscapes as a lifeline into another one of my legacy chronic diseases. I find myself, as I imagine most of us do at some point, in an unknown space, a space of isolation, interruption, betrayal. Brutal forces blurring boundaries as they feel external, but reside internally. Awakening here, blindsided, no escape. I'm just going along. There was a descent. Remnants of what has been are present. But a whole new set of problems showed up. And most of them stayed. I feel the unknown lurking. But I'm off guard, breaking. I celebrate unknown spaces which I create with curiosity, intention, and support. This is different, uncontrolling. I'm aware it's there. I examine it. I see the havoc it unleashes. I am powerless. I become the unknown and build with breaking and decaying parts. I was joyously going along. Forces of chaos emerging. Bringing illness, mourning the loss of what was, what may never be again, and what never will be. Loss of identity and goals. What happens if elements from previously inhabited spaces force their way in? What happens if one reaches to bring these elements in? To populate the space, to build a sustainable space. What can my dancing legacies do now to reanimate them for a new purpose? To use these experiences and tactics as guides. I have a legacy of bringing items from various spaces to create dance and genres. I have a legacy of creating an unknown space to enter without preconceived ideas, statements, or expressions. To start in one space and transform into another. A journey to explore where I am and use that material to get somewhere new. A way to learn, shift experience, understanding, and change what is happening. This legacy offers guidelines and experiences. I have a legacy that contends with how I move and uses chronic issues to explore and develop new pathways, concepts, and ideas. I began adding ballet because of my background and as a cross-training form to rebalance. These explorations moved into their own space. I have a legacy of creating works to have experiences. to be in the space I want to be in, to sidestep the transformative process, and use performance to be becoming. This largely comes from my traditional dance practice. It is being and becoming present. Shifting from legacy to the impact of legacy on the present. This unknown shifts from one of presence, enwrapped in the past, that breaks down the future, to a moving center. Embodiment shifts. The I expands. The self diffuses. Corporeality multiplies. This unknown space cocoons and moves within larger spaces. It is pliable. Presence simultaneously encompasses experiences of outside and or inside, segmented and or whole. Inhabiting, exploring the unknown world. To not always be solid, but encounter and overlap. Letting other voices come in. Learning their inspiration. The list of words before the term etc. are known. Words after etc. are fluid, open to interpretation. Dancing in the unknown, on the other side of etc. Creating and reflecting on what parts come together. This is where I am. Thank you, guys.
Laura, thank you so much for that. That was amazing to see the diversity of your work quite strongly. I believe that your